In the quiet moonlight streets of Lac La Biche, you might think you're alone. But beware, for in the darkness sometimes you hear more than just the wind's eerie whispers. Sometimes the bumps in the night are all too real, echoing with the untold stories of our past. Join us as we unlock some of the chilling mysteries that have lingered in the shadows, waiting to be revealed. Stay tuned for a spine-tingling journey into Lac La Biche's haunted history.
This year is Lac La Biche's 225th anniversary. With such a long history, perhaps it's not surprising that there are a number of ghost stories associated with the region. Today, I will share with you a few of my favorite spooky and fun tales. Over its long history, Jubilee Hall has been a place of celebration. Countless dances, concerts, wedding receptions, and graduations were held there. Even though the building is no longer used as a community hall, it would seem that the party goes on. In 2018, work began to renovate the building, and it now houses the Lac La Biche Museum. Workers at the time that were renovating the building would often hear phantom music coming from inside the building, only for the music to stop when they would enter the building. Another staff member reported hearing a ghostly woman singing and walking around the museum, only for the footsteps and singing to stop when she went to investigate. Thankfully, the ghosts of Old Jubilee Hall seem to be a talented and happy bunch. MacArthur Place is another hot spot for ghostly activity. A contractor was working late one night on the top floor of MacArthur Place when the elevator came up from the main floor to the top floor where he was working. The elevator doors opened, but no one was there. Suddenly, all of the computers in the area he was working came on as though they had been turned on by some invisible force. It was at that point he decided to call it a night, and he made a hasty exit out of the building, vowing never again to work alone in the building at night. He was not the only person to experience something strange with the building's elevator. Before that the museum moved to its current location, it was housed in the basement of MacArthur Place. Ever so often, the elevator would come down to the basement, the doors would open up, but no one would be there. Well, at least no one we could see. There's also a ghost nicknamed Elizabeth who haunts the building. Apparently, there were sightings of a ghostly woman that used to haunt St. Catherine's Hospital. And when the hospital was torn down and a new building was built, she decided to move right in. Sightings of Elizabeth have been on the main floor of MacArthur Place. You might see her there. It would also seem that some ghosts have a bit of a sense of humor. One resident reported her experiences with a prankster ghost. She was working at an undisclosed location when she had to go into the attic of the building to retrieve some items. And of course she had to go up into the attic, and everybody knew the attic was haunted. Well, she got her items, went back downstairs, only to discover that her keys were missing. She searched the building from top to bottom 3 times over, and she still couldn't find her keys. Luckily, she had another set, so she was able to lock up the building for the night. A few days later, she went back into the attic to get some more items, and there were her keys laid out in plain sight. She's convinced to this day that the ghost stole her keys because he was known to be a bit of a trickster. Lac La Biche Museum will be creating a new exhibit of local ghost stories for Halloween 2024. If you have any regional ghost stories that you would like to share, please contact us at info@laclabichemuseum.com.
Lac La Biche, along with the museum, harbors chilling tales that will send shivers down your spine. Venture forth on a frosty, eerie night and uncover these terrifying stories for yourself, but only if you think you're brave enough. Thank you for watching. Until next time.